Hello and thank you for joining me today on Reforestation and growing your business. This video is really a part two, if you will, or the sequel to the social engagement marketing presentation available from Digital Humanity. But let's just get right into it and let's talk about business growth. This is fun. So, name's JP, IT marketing, sales exec. I do many things and I've caused many problems and I've brought many solutions. And this is where I've been working with the Digital Humanity team for a while now. Founder's a personal friend, and I've been helping them in finding ways to grow the business. So what we've learned as part of this journey is growing your business, you say. So as part of my other video on social engagement marketing, there's a general shift in commercial values. It's really important to start at that point because millennials, Gen Zs don't buy the same way as Gen Xs, baby boomers, etc. And in fact, they'll make decisions based on social engagement from the brand that they want to purchase or not. So that's where the shift is starting to happen in the marketplace. And keep in the back of your mind as we go along in this content, it also applies to employees. So your customers, employees, same kind of mindset in this discussion. And there's a lot of talk about new is in best. Got two kids. They've been teaching me about all that, and it's been an interesting journey so far. So who's Digital Humanity? We're a Montreal based but globally distributed tech not-for-profit focusing on climate change. And we offer this piece of tech which is called Reforestation as a Service. Now, what does that mean, right? So it's our software platform that sits in the cloud, bridges your systems and your customers from a transactional perspective to plant trees. Now, if you don't want to plant trees and you want to do something else like lunches, vaccines, clothing, donations, etc., you can substitute the content for trees for whatever you want to do throughout this presentation. And what we've done is we've built a whole bunch of integrations, and today I'll be focusing primarily on Zapier, just because it's the easy way out to have a catch-all type approach. And for all you non-geeks out there, Zapier is a business cloud-based system that will automate interactions between systems. So if something happens there, then do this. A bit like if you're in home automation, if this then that, IFTTT, same kind of mindset. We've got some other integrations that you can see. Your developers can jump into our stuff. We're working on a Shopify integration one. We've got Magento, we've got Microsoft, their equivalent to Zapier, the Power Business tools, and Mesa, which does a Shopify integration as well. So there's plenty of tools out there to play with and integrate with your systems and fuel some growth through some good. So Zapier, just to finish on that, it will tie pretty much any system to any system. So I'm going to give some example as we go along as how can we apply this in business, in which scenarios. This is very easy to do and very doable. So Zapier, as I said, will tie everything together. It's that middle bridge for whatever you're using, and this is just a list of examples. They've got hundreds of organizations which build integrations into Zapier, and it will talk back to us. So all those systems you can make a call to and get a tree planted, or whatever recipe you want to apply. So let's explore what we can do in this mindset. So success story I love to talk about is the hoodie. They're running on Shopify, I'm not mistaken, and they have a special unique product which is I Love Plants, which is the hoodie. If you've never been on their website, go take a look. It's an interesting product. It's oversized hoodies, and they plant somewhere between 100 to 200 trees a day, and they get those sales going and engagements with their customers, and it brings that social engagement ability at the same time. So it's a really interesting way to grow your audience and have a value discussion through a transaction with your customers. As well as Movinga. Movinga does something else, which is moving from city to city. They're based in Europe, so if you move, say, to Paris to Berlin, they will transact the trees required to offset the carbon cost of the move. And they plant north of 5,000 trees a month. And they've been engaging with their customers through these kind of programs, and it's been really successful for them. So I'm not going to dare say a competitive advantage, but it can help nudge a few decisions. So where can you do something beyond a website, like an e-commerce site? You can also do this in your apps. So one of our customers is Labs, and they find electric vehicle charging stations. That's as simple as that. And they basically enable the customer to plant a tree when they book a reservation and find an EV charging station. So that's just one example. But what you can, whatever else you can do is you can go to a freemium relationship. And if you want to if you want to upgrade to the paid version, we'll plant 10 trees or whatever applies to your situation. Promotion, seasonality. I'm one of those very annoyed people at seasonal marketing through social media iconography and does nothing, right? If it's Earth Day, we have tweets about the Earth and nothing happens. If it's Pride Month and Equality Month, like in June right now, everybody's got a rainbow, but who does something? So it's your opportunity to take that situation of what can we do to do something and actually activate it and build a better relationship with your customers. Now, e-commerce is the classic way of handling this. If you want to plant trees and engage with your customers, check out, upsell, cross-sell, bundles, promos, seasonality, abandoned carts, whatever you want to do. And again, with all the hooks we have through Zapier, we can tie into pretty much every single system out there that's significant. So you can actually enable your business today to do something like that. Here's a few more creative ways of looking at it, which have been, we didn't think of this, but people told us about it. So we take no credit, but in CRMs, as an example, if you close a deal or you invoice, you get paid, etc., through accounting systems, payment systems, plant trees as a thank you to your customer. Or if your customer pays in net 10 versus net 30, we'll plant trees. Whatever works, there's ways to make those transactions happen and make everybody in that transaction chain benefit from a value-based transaction. Now, somebody told me one day, if I book a meeting, is there a way to plant a tree? And you're like, wait, what? That was a really creative, interesting way of looking at it. And this salesperson was working on Calendly, apologies. And there's other systems like Doodle out there. So accept a meeting, talk to me. As a thank you, we'll plant a tree. Regardless if there's a sale or demo or not, just thank you for talking to us, we'll plant a tree. So really creative ways of doing things. So, and we're seeing more as time flies. On the marketing side, you want to grow your email database? Plant a tree. It's the value of your email database is usually very, very high, and it's a low cost, high impact way of growing it. Our customer Intruder is actually using tree planting as a thank you for talking when people cancel their service. We don't want anybody to cancel, but once in a while we want to know what this happened, and that engagement causes better, more constructive, more frequent conversations to understand. If you are interested into fostering a culture of getting reviews for your product services, leave a review, plant a tree. If you have people attend webinars, show up, actually be there, we'll plant a tree, and all those mechanisms are automated. This is the cool thing. It's a very low touch, very high impact, very low amount of work. I like low amount of work type activities personally for this context. I mean, I can free up some time in my day and go do something more valuable, more productive. Internal rewards. Going back to the employees. Worthy of mention, plant trees. We want to congratulate our employee of the month. Yes, I use that term. So we're going to plant 100 trees in this person's name in this forest in this place. Or if you actually create team objectives, if you meet the objectives on time or early, create those situations. And you can create and foster a different kind of culture internally. And again, your Gen Z, millennial level, not level, but those generational employees are going to be very responsive to those kind of activities. So where do you want to do this? Transactions. It's the classic e-commerce play. E-commerce, leave a review. I'm repeating myself here, but repetition is good. And from there, what's next? So if you want to take a look at integrating your systems in this kind of context and you want to plant trees, we're here to help. We're a 100% volunteer organization, so we're here to help, and we're not financially incented to do so. And you do that by simply going on our website, register for an account, read the paperwork, implement the tools, and get planting. If your tech team is self-sufficient and there's a lot of good tech people out there, it can be done really, really quickly. If there's code to be built for those special scenarios and all those kind of conditions, like the hoodie had to build a bit of special code for their specific scenario. And if you want to get something more vanilla, Zapier's there, the Microsoft tool as well is there, and you can actually start engaging with your customers real quick and get some results and get some momentum going forward and hopefully growing your business. Thank you very much for listening and sticking with me for this whole video. If you have any questions, don't be shy. Here's my email address, and we're there to help. Thanks. Have a great day.